Hello everyone, myself Kasan Sari, and in this video I'll show you how you can build a resume if you are applying for any data science intern or machine learning intern. So many of you are wondering how to build a resume if you are a data science enthusiast or deep learning enthusiast, and if you want to get some summer internship in this same field. So guys, in this same tutorial I'll be talking about how you can apply to summer internship related to deep learning or data science. So guys, in this video, in this particular video, I'll be talking about only the resumes part, how you can build a very good resume if you are applying to any data science intern or machine learning intern. So let us start. So as you can see here, I have built an resume. This is my own resume I have built for myself. As you can see, this resume I have made for myself, and I'll be talking about the different aspect in which you have to take care about while building your own resume. So guys, first of all, there are some key features you must mention in your resume. First one is, let me increase the size of my pen. First one is about your name plus contact. In resume, sorry, in your resume there must be your name plus your contacts. Your contacts detail may be your phone number plus your email, and there may be another portfolio also. If you have any portfolio related to your profile, then you can also mention that portfolio. And in the same contact details you can give the LinkedIn ID, you can give the GitHub ID, and you can also give your address. After your details, your particular details, this is a particular details about yourself, you have to mention about your experience. What kind of experience do you have in the past, what you have done till now in the same field you are applying for the summer internship or any kind of internship, that may be a remote internship or any kind of internship. So you must mention internships and uh, other experience, other work experience you have. So I'll talk about later what you have to mention in that experience, what you have to write in that experience. But first, let me clear about the main headings you must mention in your resume. So the first was this, your contact details about your name and other stuffs. Second was your resume part, and after that you have to mention about your projects. You have to mention about the projects you have done till now in your college phase, any hackathon, or whatever you have done till now, you have done by yourself or you have done in teams. You have to mention everything you have done till now in the resume. So please take care about one thing, or while writing about the projects. Here you are applying for ML or deep learning or data science. So please mention those projects which are related to machine learning or deep learning or data science. Don't bother about other stuffs, just mention what you have done in data science. The employer or anyone who is recruiting you will take care about your resume, and he'll see what you have done in machine learning and what you will be doing for him. If you haven't done any project in machine learning or deep learning, then he or she will think, yeah, you haven't done any project in deep learning or machine learning, you are not fit for this job. So please mention projects related to ML and DL. Now, talking about other stuffs you have to mention in your resume. So these are the parts in which we covered about your portfolio, then your experience, then your projects. We will talk about every aspects, every topic later, what you have to write and how you will write, and what is the format of writing everything. I will clear every doubt. After just telling about the topics, you have to write the headings you have to mention in your resume. So now I have some other cool stuffs you have to mention in your resume. Here is the second part. And guys, please take care. If you are in third year of your college or second year or final year, you have to write your resume in maximum of 2 pages, not more than two. If you can write in 1 page, then it's nice, it's very good. If you can precise your resume, if you can write, if you can give every detail about yourself in 1 page, then it's awesome. And if you can't give everything in your about yourself in the same 1 page, then don't bother about that. You can extend up to 2 pages, but please keep in mind maximum of 2 pages you have to use, not more than that. So after your details, you have to write your experience, then projects. After this, after completing this, you have to mention your technical strengths. So guys, you have to mention your technical strength for the languages, techniques, frameworks. I'll talk about everything what you have to write and what you have not to write. So after that, you have to write your courseworks means what you have learned in your in college, in your coursework, in your academic, what the courses, what the subjects which will help you in the same internship you have read in the academic coursework, you have to write here. And after that, you can give some online courses, online MOOC courses. Maybe you can take courses from Coursera or Datacamp or anything. You can take courses from any platform, any authentic platform that is nice for you. And you can also mention that the courses you have done which will help in the internship. Then after that, two topics remaining about the resume. The one is extracurricular activities. Extracurricular activities means what you have done in your college apart from academic coursework. Or if you have participated in any hackathon, if you have participated in any event management or any kind of work you have participated apart from your coursework, so you can mention that stuffs in your extracurricular activities. After that, this there comes your education means till now how much you have done. I mean, you have done your plus 2, you must have done your matriculation, and you are doing your bachelor's. If you're doing your master's, don't worry, you can also mention that. Mention it in this way. Firstly comes your master's or btech, then your comes, if you are doing master's, then you come first come master's, then comes graduation, then comes plus 12, I mean plus 2 intermediate, then comes your matriculation. So guys, this was the quick overview how your resume will look like. Now I'll make everything clear by just going through one by one how you have to write your resume, what kind of stuffs you have to give in a resume, so that an employer and anyone who is seeing your resume got influence. So guys, let us start from beginning. Now I have to erase these stuffs. I have to erase these stuffs. So guys, as I told, firstly you have to mention about your contact details. So the first page, you have to, in the first page, you have to mention about yourself. First come your name, as I have written my name. First come your name, and after that you have to give some contact details about yourself. You can give a phone number, you can give your email id, you can give your LinkedIn profile, you can give your GitHub, you can give any other preferred link or website or portfolio you want to give to employer. You can give, and you can give your current location, where you are living currently. So After this, after this, you can mention something about your enthusiasm, like you are a data science enthusiast or machine learning or deep learning, and you can write something about your interest, what you want to do, and what type of projects do you like. So this was regarding yourself, what you like, and about your contact details. Now comes, let me change the color, your experience. In experience, you have to mention what you have done till now. So you might have done some internship, or you might done have some remote internship or any kind of internship, it doesn't matter. But please keep in mind, if you have done an internship in deep learning or machine learning or analytics, then it will be very helpful for you if you are applying for any machine learning or deep learning internship out there. Guys, please keep in mind, don't distract. If you are applying for machine learning, do projects related to machine learning and read article about machine learning. Enhance your skill in machine learning, don't bother about anything else. So you have to mention your experience in machine learning. Like I have mentioned my first here, this was my first intern, this was my summer intern last year. I mean, this the same year, last summer. So I have done data science research intern at IIT Monday. So you can mention you have done this internship, or then this is your work experience, and this is the time period from May. Along with this, you can write some one to two lines about your internship. Like I have written, this was an on-site internship and I worked under Dr. Shrikant Srinivasan, and what I learned there, what were the skills I was using. And yeah, keep in mind, you can mention on the first line what were the technologies you were working on. Like I have worked on Python, Matplotlib, then Pandas. I have mentioned everything in the first line. So if the employer is seeing your resume, he can see, yeah, he has worked on this internship and he used Python, ML, and Pandas. Then he'll see, yeah, he has worked on this, and he may be suitable. He will think he may or may not be suitable for the internship, but you will be above all of them who hasn't write anything on their resume. After this, you can mention some lines, two, three, or four lines, maximum of five, what you had done at your internship. Like I have written, developed a script that can use for data cleaning and real-time data processing. So he can think, yeah, he has done something, or plotted graph difference between parameters to observe the pattern in the weather condition. So like this, you can also write something about your internship. Yeah, I have done something. If you have done something, you can write in points. Don't write as a summary, like one paragraph or half paragraph. Don't write like that. You have to write in points so that he can read it carefully. Now my second internship was in machine learning engineer at AI for Bharat. So you can see here, I have so let me clear this so it will be visible clearly. Yeah, right. So as you can see here, I did machine learning engineer at AI for Bharat at Madras. You can mention the community or the organization you work for below the position you work there. So I worked from July 2019 to present. I'm working there. I'm working on project, and I think my project is going to complete. Then after this, I have written Python, deep learning, and YOLO. I was working on these technologies. That why I have mentioned that. Now after that, you can mention something about your internship. I am working on the signboard translation from vernacular languages, so I have mentioned that, and this kind of work I have done there. So I have mentioned all of this, created pipeline and workflow of the project and distributed work among teams. I have done this, so I have written this, and created and managed datasets, implemented YOLO V2 for real-time detection, and these are all stuffs I have done there. I mean, these are the stuffs, and I worked there. I used my this knowledge of Python and deep learning while doing my project. So I can mention all of this. So if the employer is seeing my resume, he'll see, yeah, he can do this stuff if he has given to work. Now this was regarding your internships or work experience. Now comes your projects. What kind of projects do you mention? The first was your contact details, second was your experience, and third is your project. So keep in mind what you have to write in your resume and what you don't have to write in your resume. Don't make your resume so lengthy or anything else, but keep your resume precise so that everyone can read your resume. Now after that, you have to mention about your projects. In projects, please keep in mind you have to write maximum 3 or 4 lines about your projects. Do not write more about your project. Don't write a paragraph, full paragraph about your one project, or one line for second project. Keep 2 to 3 lines maximum in each of the project. First give heading about your project, and then give what kind of technology you used in the project. Like I have used deep learning, so I used deep learning project, deep learning project, deep learning project. And give a tagline, I mean, what your project was about. Only a single line, or this is optional if you can give the project name and the technology used, or you can also give a tagline like I have given here. And after that you can mention what you have done in that project, and what was project about, what project was about, and what your project do in real life. So the goal of this project is to develop an app which translates the text written on a signboard to another language as desired by users. So this was my project. And the second one is object detection. As you can see, the project is about object detection. I have used deep learning, YOLO v2, and this is the real-time text detection using YOLO v2. And this was a quick introduction about my project. So like this you can write your projects. How and don't bother about any other projects. Just write what you have done and what you know yourself. If don't write anything you don't know, if there was an interview after your selection of your resume, and if they ask anything about your resume and if you don't know, then it will be very shameful. So write that points only which you know, otherwise don't write. Now coming to the technical skills, what type of technical skills you will use if you are applying for ML or DL or data science. So in this section we will talk about what type of uh, technical skills do you use if you are applying for data science. So first of all, you must know Python programming languages. You will see, yeah. The first one is the languages you know. You must mention Python because the Python is must, or if you know R language, then Python or R you will use. Then any other language, C, C++, MATLAB, Java, SQL, any other. And your communication, if you want to mention about your communication skills, so you can mention Hindi or English. And if you know any other language, you can mention it. Now the techniques. What type of techniques do you use? Do you know? I know clustering, neural networks, decision trees, graph, probabilities queuing model, data structure and algorithms, and database management, computer graphics, operating system. You can mention if you know. If you don't know any of this, if you are applying for data science or machine learning, you must know neural networks, clustering, decision trees, and you can mention it in the techniques you use. In the frameworks, what kind of frameworks do you use, what kind of frameworks you know. So you can mention about your MySQL, Python, Jupyter Notebook, and Django, Get. If you know, you can mention it. And you can also mention the Python packages, you know, the Python packages you have worked on, the Python packages you love to work on, like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn, PyPlot, SciPy, Theano, and any other Python packages or libraries do you use, you can mention it. After this you can also use deep learning frameworks. If you use TensorFlow, Keras, PyTorch, you can mention it. It will be awesome for you if you mention about the TensorFlow, Keras, and PyTorch. And if you have some lab skills like programming lab, object oriented, computer graphics, and communication, if you know any of these lab skills, you can mention it. It is optional. This is purely optional. This technique is optional. This is also optional. This is also optional. You can mention it or not. Then comes your general skills. General skills is also optional. You can write it if you like to write. If you don't like, don't write. Then comes your interest. Interest is important. You have to write what type of mind you have, what you like to do. The employer must know what kind of work you want to do, so you can mention about your interest, like I'd like to work on LSTM or RNN or TensorFlow, PyTorch, Scikit-learn, Keras, anything. Or you want to work on computer vision, you can mention in your interest. So after this all steps, there comes your coursework you have done in your academics, or if you have done any coursework in online courses like on Coursera, Datacamp, Udemy, or any online platform, you can write it. So in the coursework, there is two parts, as you can see, academic parts and the online parts. You can mention simply if it is coursework, you can write same computer programming, database, data structure and analysis of design algorithm, linear algebra, statistics. You can mention simply. But you have done any online courses from any online platform, then you can mention I have done deep learning from 1/4 lab. Yeah, and this is the certificate. Guys, one thing I want to mention, all the blue things you are seeing here, all the blue are the links in my resume. If someone opens it, if someone click on this blue word, a blue line, he will be forwarded to a link, and he can see what the link is about. Like if you can see the deep learning from 1/4 lab, if we click on 1/4 lab, he will be forwarded to 1/4 lab official website, and this is my certificates. If we want to see certificate of my Python from data camp of Python for data science, you can click on this certificate and see. So you can provide links in your resume, and it will be easy for the employers to verify your resume. After this, the coursework, you can mention simply about your coursework. You can mention it's not very difficult, it's so easy, you can mention it very easily. After that, you can mention about your co-curricular activities. You can mention what you have done apart from your academics. If you have participated in cultural work, if you have participated in any workshop, if you have organized any workshop in your college, you can mention it here, and it will be very useful for you for getting selected in the internship. Then at last, this thing, education, you can mention it in last or first. It's your choice. You can mention it in last or first. It's your choice, fully your choice. So I like to mention it in last. You have to write what you are doing, what you have done, I mean your educational qualification. Like I am doing BTech at IIIT Una. My aggregate CGP is this, my college is located in this, and I am doing my BTech from 2017 to 2021. This is my previous schools, what I have done, from where, in which year. So you can mention this in this way. This is so simple. And one thing I like to mention, the document version. When my resume was updated, as you can see in the both pages, this was the first page. You can see the document version September 2019, and I have given for the more info, you can visit my LinkedIn profile. I have more stuffs out there. You can see everything on my LinkedIn page. So guys, this was regarding the resume. If you are applying for any data science or machine learning or any kind of stuffs, any kind of, I mean the internships related to machine learning or deep learning or data science, then what kind of stuffs do you need in your resume? So guys, this was all about your resume. If you're a machine learning enthusiast or deep learning enthusiast, so if you like this video, please share it to your friends who are wanna apply for any machine learning or deep learning internship for summer 2020. This would make their build their resume in this the same way, so that they can get any internship for the summer 2020 in data science or machine learning or any deep learning or computer vision. So best of luck guys. If you want to know about the internship position, where to apply, how to apply, when to apply, please comment down below. I'll make many videos regarding the internships, and I'll be updating about the research interns you can apply for, and how to approach professors, and what kind of different forms out there which you can apply for the summer interns in research and in corporate and in startups and in big companies also. So comment down below, what do you need, what kind of information do you need from me, so I can help you in that way. So guys, thank you, bye bye, have a good day.